The world runs on numbers you will never see. Quiet digits on screens. Government promises etched into digital stone. Trillions owed. Billions borrowed. Every country on Earth is in debt, and yet, the world hasn't collapsed. No global repo man. No bankruptcy judge knocking on a prime minister's door. So here's the unsettling paradox. If every nation owes money, who is everyone owing it to? And more importantly, how can the entire planet be in the red at the same time? Let's open the books no government wants you to read. Take any country on the map. The United States, Japan, France, India. Doesn't matter. Every single one carries debt larger than most of its citizens can imagine. The US alone, over $34 trillion. Japan, more than 250% of its GDP. But the world hasn't stopped spinning. Why? Because this system isn't like a household budget. It's more like a gigantic game of musical chairs where the music never stops. Money flows, debt grows, and the system survives, as long as everyone agrees to keep it going. So who does a country actually borrow from? Here's the truth. National debt doesn't come from one giant lender. It's a web. First, countries borrow from their own citizens through government bonds. People buy bonds because they're safe. Retirement funds, pension funds, insurance companies. When you hear government debt, you might actually be hearing your future savings. Second, countries borrow from foreign investors. Banks in Switzerland, funds in Singapore. Sometimes entire nations buy each other's debt, like China buying US Treasury bonds. A global circle. Third, central banks. The most mysterious players. They create money, regulate banks, and sometimes buy government debt directly. This is where things get strange, because when a central bank buys government bonds, it's almost like a country lending money to itself. And finally, banks. Commercial banks create money every time they issue a loan. That loan becomes part of the financial system and eventually part of the national debt structure. So the money isn't owed to aliens or a secret global cabal. It's owed to us, each other, our banks, and most unsettling of all, to money that didn't exist until someone typed it into a computer. But here's where the whole system wobbles. Debt only works if people believe it can be repaid. When that belief cracks, everything shakes. Look at Greece, 2009. Suddenly, the world decided Greece might not repay its loans. Interest rates exploded. Investors ran. The economy collapsed almost overnight. Or the 2008 financial crisis. Banks stopped trusting each other. Nobody wanted to lend. The global machine froze. It took trillions in emergency rescue money to unfreeze it. These moments reveal a truth economists rarely say out loud. Debt isn't real. It's a shared story, a belief system, a promise backed by confidence. When confidence breaks, so does everything built on it. So what does all this mean today? It means your country's debt isn't about running out of money. It's about managing belief. It's about convincing the world that your debt is safe. When people trust your currency, you can borrow forever. When they stop trusting it, the clock starts ticking. This is why the US can run huge deficits, and Argentina faces inflation every decade. Why Japan can borrow endlessly, but Sri Lanka collapses when lenders get nervous. Debt is no longer just economics. It's geopolitics. It's global psychology. It's the world's biggest confidence game. So if every country is in debt, who is the world really paying? The answer is simple. We're paying the system itself. A system built on trust and tension. A system that works. Until the day people stop believing it does. Debt isn't a number. It's a story we all participate in, a story powerful enough to build nations, and fragile enough to break them. Do you think this global system is sustainable, or is it a financial time bomb waiting to go off? Tell me in the comments.